Okay, here's a question for you. How would you handle this situation? Person comes up to you who you know is micromanaging people within their team, and they come up to you and say, it's just not working, I can't get the most out of these people. We need to do something about that person. And you know that the key reason for the lack of ability to get the most out of that person is because they're being micromanaged and stifled. So how do you handle that conversation? Well, that happened literally in the last couple of days for me, and I had to kind of ask it this way, such that the manager coming to me allow themselves to coach themselves really to the answer. So the question I asked was quite simply this: who is it that's inspired you in your life? Who is it that in your career to date has stood out more than anyone as having had a really big and significant impact on you? Now, reality is, I'm sure if I ask that question of you, very quickly we start to kind of we know who that is. There's one person that has definitely had an impact on our lives. So I asked this question of the person, and they named the person. And so what was it about that person that was so impactful as a manager in this instance? They said, well, they had faith in me, they trusted me, they kind of almost believed in me more than I believed in myself, and they gave me the opportunity to kind of make mistakes and so on and so forth. So as they talked in that positive regard for their role model, almost the light bulb went off, which just said, I've been micromanaging this person, haven't I? And it's exactly right. So at that point, only by asking the question of what does good look like from a management point of view in this instance, were they able to then assess themselves as they spoke it out to say, I know what I need to change. So the problem wasn't the person being managed, it was actually the management style of the manager. So the question to you is, what is it that you need to do? What is it you need to change to be that person in 5 years' time that is going to be the name given by the person who's asked that question of who is it that's inspired you most? Hopefully you'll make the change. You'll be that person that's out there inspiring others to be great at whatever it is that they do. So again, it's not always the fault of the other person sometimes, and probably most of the time we need to look at ourselves first and foremost. Hope that's helpful. Catch up soon.